Jim Brewer may be one of the most well-known people in Bricktown. He's been around for 25 years, but do people really know him?
Everybody thought I'd been rich all my life. I was born illegitimate. I didn't have a father, don't have a father. And I have asked my mother. She said, I don't think it does you any good to know. I really thought that she might tell me that, when she died a year or so ago. But she didn't think that was what I should know. My mother was a great lady, and I have 4 sisters. And she just is a great lady, and she's gone now. But she ironed clothes for years, and she made quilts. She was just a hard-working lady. She made enough, and of course, I did everything that I could do. I just, I mowed lawns, or I done this, or I done that. I done anything I could do to make a living.
If things were bad for Jim Brewer living with his mom, living in poverty, things got worse when he moved out at age 11.
Well, I left home when I was 11 years old. I lived in the back of my grandfather's house in a chicken coop. And the reason I lived out there is because my grandfather, he had a rule that everybody in his house got up at 5 o'clock. I was 11, 12 years old then. The reason I also stayed in the chicken house was because I would have to set pens till 11, 12, 1 o'clock in the morning. And that was too late to get in and get up at 5 o'clock.
Jim Brewer was definitely a Southie. He went to Capitol Hill High School, where he attended classes with future leaders of the community. But he wouldn't get to graduate. Work was calling. He'd eventually have a family to take care of. He had to succeed.
I was aggressive. I was a hard worker. I didn't want to be rich. That wasn't what I was doing. I just wanted to succeed. I just wanted to really help my family. And I was lucky. And I accumulated money.
He began his way up the ladder, starting at his uncle's salvage yard. He then opened up his own transmission shop. From there he went into the nightclub business, where he made a small fortune. He made a bigger fortune when he bought his first oil well, and then did deals with the city for leases on Will Rogers World Airport. Jim started getting out of the oil business just in time, and then an acquaintance approached him about doing a deal in Bricktown.
We went in and done the haunted house, and the haunted house really was a success. We spent $18,000 getting it together, building it. And it worked out really well.
The haunted warehouse was a huge success, and Jim began trying everything he could to make Bricktown an entertainment destination. He wanted Spaghetti Warehouse badly, but it was mired in lawsuits. When the restaurant finally opened, lines formed, and it was a huge success.
The city was putting street lights down the street the day they were opening Spaghetti Warehouse. It packed out that night. There were so many people down there and looking and having a drink and eating, and on their opening night, it was a great night for me,
Jim remained vital in Bricktown throughout the 90s, doing deals, influencing the design of the canal. He's not getting that down there too much these days. His health is failing, but he's still thinking about the future.
In fact, my wife, she's taken my keys. I can't even drive. She's overexcited, I think. But, I don't know why they think I can't drive, but I think I can. So I have come to the conclusion that I'm leaving what I've got left to those boys. And where it will be, will be.
Jim Brewer, sometimes a controversial figure during his career, admits he's not been perfect all the time, but he insists he's done his best. He's always tried to take care of his family. He wants to leave a legacy, one that maybe he can pass on to his kids. Steve Lackmeyer, The Oklahoman.